Yo guys, welcome back. We are going through training sessions here, and I'm not gonna keep this hard at all. I'm not gonna take it a long time. We're gonna keep it simple. I have chosen Dinamo Zagreb, played I think from mid of the June, I think, something like that. I've been coaching them and looking at their trainings, how it goes. The reason I have walked Dinamo Zagreb is for you because they have a lot of young players, not youth players. And how you can really make it easy by using time on the training sessions. It's very realistic this time. I work as a football coach myself and using a lot of preparation for the seasons for different clubs. And how do you build up based on how many matches you have in that week? When should your players peak? Something we say in modern football, you don't want them to peak anymore because football is an all season sport. So if they peak, they will fall the week after, for example, 2 months after. You remember Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for example, when he took over Manchester United mid-season, he started to train them extremely hard, too fast, and the players started peaking, got a lot of good results, and suddenly all of them was injured. So you need to have them in form all season long. Okay, not going too much into that, but we are talking about how you really can use your times in training and really liking the game more. Because for many people, I think, I don't understand, this is just... So I'm going to keep it really simple and realistic and show you how the results will become, okay? So when you come here is the training, is the left here, you go through a training and you start with the calendar, okay? So let's say you are in preseason. We are not in preseason now, okay? So when you're in preseason, don't go hard. I see many people here go out hard on the physical part. Start to train them too hard. If you train a player that just come home from vacation too hard, what will happen? He will peak and he will get injured. So you should start more in team building, teamwork, and also team building. Not too hard team building, okay? And as well as reaching out to the local society, to the fans, building something. Then you become harder. Then you start to make your players in shape of training. That's what you're doing. You're making them come in shape for training. Then you go to more training based on closer you come to the season. The focus will be your fundament of the football, your philosophy. For example, we're gonna play with this one with Dinamo Zagreb. I'm using the same Pep Guardiola tactic I showed you. I built up with Real Sociedad. We're building the 2011 Pep Guardiola system that he used in Barcelona. So, okay, what do I need here? I need a lot of... And this team is not made for it, to be honest. But I'm going to form them after that. I'm going to show that through training, how you can build your own playing style, how you can make the youth be the players you want, sell the old ones, okay? So what did you do? We build up the first... I'm going to show you that. We build up the first of the season with team building, make them a lot of teamwork, and afterwards you start with training them more to this tactic. So they get familiarity here. Sorry for my English boys and girls. They get more familiar with the system they're playing, okay? So after that you start to bring more match training for the match. You know, you have a match 5 days. You train when you come in season. You train for the match. You're finished with this match. You start to think about the next match. But beside that, you have, for example, 30 to 40% of your time should be going to technical play, technical style, technical techniques of the players. Match training, role training is one thing. Then you have the technical training where you make them better. If you want someone to be better passer, someone who to be better judgment, someone who be better, be faster. And I take the physical part in the technical part. You understand? You have physical part, technical part, and tactical. But the physical and technical can go often hand in hand. And we're going to build up. So we start, you get a player, it's like you're getting a player out of a hospital. Think like that. You get a person out of the hospital, you're going to train that person to get in form for the season. You make them first be a team and make their physique acceptable for training harder. Then you train harder, then you start training a little bit more match tactic, make them understand the tactic, so you start with team building, tactical with physique, then you go with match tactic with technical. You understand? First team building, teamwork, then physical training with tactical. Not the tactical is this the fundament to understand the system you're gonna implement here. tactical and physical. Then you go to match training. That's for the next match beside technique training. So you can't not, for example, make a 17-year-old player better in 2 months. You need maybe a season to work on that player. So to show that, for example, we are now in September. We started in June. I took up this player. I took this player, Josko Guardiol. He's 17 years old. We have not played the game. He was valued up to £650,000. I have trained him. I'm going to show you how I've trained him. I've trained him. As you can see here, his concentration has already become much more better. His jumping reach have become better. So you can really, in 4 months, implement here. For example, jumping reach is already 1 point higher. You see the green one here? So how do you do that? And I'm going to show it to you. You have, maybe he cannot be, let's see, he's always train your central defenders to be a ball-playing defender. Always. Because he will become better with the ball, especially if they are young. You don't need to use him as a ball-playing defender, but when he trains with the ball-playing defender, he also works on his technique. If you only train him as a central defender, and the other thing is discuss new trait. Because, for example, in my system, I really need wingers who can go between fullbacks and center backs. So I need them to move in channels. So I go all my wingers and I give them that trait. I've asked them to train that trait. So they are training at them. He's not made it yet, but he will do it. He's 18-year-old boy. So as you see, he's also delivering better and better and better. So we're going to go into the training here. You go to the training, start with the team training. You go here, you go to the calendar. You don't need to make all year because season goes from different. So let's say you start the season. What you have to do in your season, you go, for example, here. This is the month in front of you. You go for this week, right? I start just touching this, but this is all week. This week, okay. It doesn't need to be so hard. For example, I see I have 2 matches here, right? When I have 2 matches here, sometimes I use 3 trainings a day, sessions a day. But it's no point of doing this when you have a game here. So you just click on this one, okay? It's very easy. Ball rotation, tricking palm, you see you have the general. Don't use the general. I don't understand the generals, to be honest with you. It doesn't give you anything to train on the general. You go on the match preparation. This is the match part, okay? Match preparation. If I take match tactic here, tactical familiarity, that word I have to learn it, man. And attributes, decision and teamwork will be player for all players. And team cohesion will be increased, slightly reduce the condition, slightly. As you can see here, the green one. Okay, do I need match tactic 48 hours before the game? Maybe, maybe not, okay? So if I'm really the week before trained a lot with the match tactic, it's not that important, and I had. So for example, I can go for attacking with patience, for example. What will this do? This will be a lot of attributes of my attackers will be better at this part. A lot of my defensive players will be better at this thing, and goalkeeper will be better at this part. Happiness slightly increased. It's important to have happy players, you know. Injury slightly increased, you know. So when you have 2 trainings a week, 2 matches this week, you know, you need to recover your players and things like that. So what would I do here? I really want, if I'm going to go with 2 trainings, I really want something attacking shadow maybe. Yeah, no, maybe something else. What about teamwork? Oh, look at here. When you go on teamwork, training on the teamwork here, do you see upcoming match? Teamwork and pressing will be better. Your teamwork will be better that game if you train this, and your pressing will be better. So this will do something with the next match. So this player, so you have to think a balance. One of the balance is next match. The other balance is the technical part, because we are mid-season now. We're playing in the season. Is no point of, for example, 2 days before match now, go in here and train on physical quickness. Look at the injury risk, generally greatly increased. Okay, so if this is greatly increased, the match is greatly increased, the physical, the injury risk, and 2 days after you got one other game. No, you don't need that. Okay, but what can I do? Maybe we can do this one. Community outreach. But what does this help? Slightly increased, teamwork will be better. Okay, but maybe team bonding. The fatigue will be slightly reduced. So this will maybe be a good thing to do beside having recovery the day after the game, after racing gank, so we can really, the players can get really formed up for the game 3 days later, sorry. Okay, so but it will not do that much at the tactical level for the game. So, but what I do here, I have ball distribution. So that's important for me, for my style. I have to train them. So if I have a lot of ball distribution training this week, a lot of my players will be better. My attacking players will be better at dribbling, passing, decision, vision, and teamwork. My defensive players will be better at marking, tackling, anticipation, decision, concentration, positioning, and teamwork. And goalkeepers will be better at first touch, kicking and passing and throwing and vision. That's important for have a super goalkeeper. So this is my system. I need those attributes to be as good as possible. The young players have to be better on this. So I need to have this technical training. And technical training is not that hard, right? So okay, but I also need a match preparation technique. But I have match preview the day before. To do this, you need a data analyst in your team. And you can only have that the day before the game. Okay, that's the analysis of the game. So, and I have attacking. Okay, is general attacking, but I don't want that. So what can I do? I can, for example, have set pieces, attacking corners. Upcoming match, our attacking corners will be better. And what else? Attributes, heading, anticipation. But by having it one time, it will not be better. You have to have it on consistency. You have to have it maybe 1 week. You have, for example, the technical part or tactical part is only set pieces, set piece delivery, set piece defending corner, defending free kick, attacking corner. Then you really get it. Because if you're playing against a team that you know are very good at set pieces, that week you should be training defensive set pieces. But to get the attributes to change on the players, they need to be young players, and as well as you have to have good training facilities, as well as you have to have those training technical. This technical part is extremely good in training up the attributes of the players. So what will I do here? Team building 2 days before game? No. I will go, for example, in this match, I will go Racing Genk. That's a Champions League match. Okay, I'm playing the attacking football. I'm playing that attacking football. So what should I do? I should go maybe attacking shallow play. Maybe go with that. No, but it will not help me in my next game. So what should I do? If I need something for this game, then maybe go for match preparation. That is here. Maybe work on our attacking movement. Yeah, that's good. As you can see, that's good. Okay, we have attacking movement here, and we have ball distribution. Maybe change the ball distribution to chance all these are extremely important if you're playing technical football. If you're playing like Pep Guardiola, you young players should be training this. Okay, so we can have maybe play from behind. That's important. You should have this 2-3. I have this one 2 times a week. If I have only one match, I have this 2 times a week. I also have this 2 times a week, and this 1 time a week. And at the technical level is important. And I also set always one goalkeeper training. Mostly distribution 1-on-1. 1-on-1 is important because I give away a lot 1-on-1 situations against me. But based on your system, your gameplay. And attacking corners, yes, because we are good at this. And I always have match preview the day before. The day after we have a recovery. Then we have possession again because we are going against high jump. But that is a general training. I don't use that. So what do I go? I go here and I think, okay, that's the day before the game. I want something to be match preparation. I use attacking movement here. I want to have the same thing in a way here because I don't want changes, so maybe I get something out of it. I go with attacking movement one more time. So, but because I have too much this week, I cannot do so much technical training. I could maybe go technical here, but no. Okay, this is this week. Then, for example, I have the next week. I have 2 games again here. Okay, I got 2 training as a physical. Why in earth do I need physical training when I have 2 games in this week? I don't need that. So what do? I do, okay, this is the day after recovery. It's 2 days from match preparation. Always match preparation, 50% and training. What do? We keep on the match practice. Match practice is a lot of overload, so no, I go for teamwork. Teamwork and pressing is important here because here you get both offensive and defensively. So I take away the attacking part here. I take them, if I want, I'm gonna give them a rest here. I'm gonna have extra session here. We give them free here. So it'll be easier for them. Maybe, I don't know if it's possible or not. So I think, okay, you know, set pieces offensively, or yeah, we're gonna go offensively corner again. And then I go the day before match, I want to have set pieces again, attacking corner, because I know they're very bad in corners, for example. The day after match, I always give them a rest. Give them a rest. Physical, you go for the rest, okay? Then you have overlapping against lower burning. Do you want that? No, because I need something for match preparation here. This is going out on my technical training, but I will then have extra training, technical training, the weeks after when I have 1 or 0 training. And even to my players at international duty, I set training because not everyone is there. So I don't give them free. So you take this attacking overlap. No, I want to be more attacking patient, maybe. No, but that's not, again, nothing for the game. Okay, I go again for match preparation. I think attacking movement. So I take this one. If I want to have some defensive training, I have a lot of defensive training that week, because if you're meeting a good offensively good team. So what will happen? Then this is the one of them. Then you have also mentoring. Always, you can see here significant. I have to change this a little bit. You know, I have to have more players in the group than one here, but I think maybe that's why it's becoming so much better. So what you also have to do, I go into my squad, for example here, I go here and I think, I just need sweeper goalkeepers. What do? I go here, I go to training, sweeper goalkeeper. Is there something extra the player wants to train at? You do that and you take this. You should set them over something here and something here, okay? Something that fits your system, okay? That's important. For example, you have then this guy that we talked about, Guardiola. I go here to development, to training. I say, I'm using him as a ball playing defender, normal intensity. I could, for example, be using this guy. See, he's, for example, got good long throws, and I like long throws, you know. Maybe should train that. Maybe has good penalty. But the good thing with ball playing defender is the training at a lot of things, but maybe not the dribbling. The dribbling can be important when you are a ball playing defender, you know. So maybe I can give him that. Ball control. So he got the dribbling, and I can also give him a trait here. Or maybe I can also train his quickness to become even faster player, so we can have the defensive line higher up. This is a 17-year-old player, you know, and he's training very hard. 17, he's really becoming better player. You can also look, for example, we have another player, 17-year-old. We have here, let's see, we can have someone's older, maybe Marin or something like this one, Kolanovic. He's a striker. He's 19 years old. He's a target man. So okay, I use false 9, but target man support duty can go. But what will I train on? I have trained him with target man support. Then I have also included ball control. So he becomes better with the ball control, but his passing is not becoming better. Of course, it will be a little bit better. His training plays with his back to the goal, because I want my striker to play with his back against the goal. I also want him to drop deeper, so I would also set that trait when this is finished. As you can see, he's training. He's not played that many matches, but he's training well, and you can then go and say, hey, double intensity. And also make him available once in time for the second team and the junior team, but you don't want them to overplay either. Okay, so that's also something else you should be thinking about when you have setting up this. For example, Marin, that's no need of a rest. He's playing a lot. He's 18 years old. So what I've done here is that train him and go and do it to every player. For example, when I came here, this guy Niklas Moro was training as a box-to-box midfielder. I don't use box-to-box players. I don't use that. So I put him as a deep playing maker in support, and I also want him to train his shooting, because his long shots is 14, and we get a lot of chance outside the box, so we need a player who can shot outside the box. And then we can go here, and we can also ask him, for example, to train at his blast the ball into the net, place shots in the corner, try to full the ball, attempt first time shots, restrict him from taking long shots. Maybe if you don't want the player to take long shots, you can go and train extra things on him. He's also 21 years old. He's becoming better, you see, in some part of the game, based on we have a lot of second 2 games in a row. I think that has also increases something, but you can see his long shots becoming better. The things here I think is more because, as you can go out there here and see it like this, these are things he should be training at, and he's not being good at, for example, the other parts. So maybe I should be training him more instead of the long shots at something the physical part. Or I can have, when I have team trainings, I have not that many physical trainings because we have too many matches. We have almost 2 matches every week now because we are qualifying for the Champions League. So then this will happen with your numbers because you don't have enough physical training. But if I think now, I go back here, oh my god, the players is losing his physique and everything like that, I should start training extra this week, 2 extra physical training. No, I can, based on my calendar, I cannot have physical trainings here. I cannot have physical trainings here. It's 2 matches this day, 2 matches, but maybe here I'm playing Real Madrid. Maybe I think, okay, give up Real Madrid. I can come with my second team here because I know maybe I will lose the game. For example, I'm saying that. But you can look at see here. You're training, if you take automatic, they're training physical possession match per 3 sessions before the Real Madrid game, and they had a training here, match here, 1 rest day, 3 training sessions, and 1 match. It's not, so this physical will not give you anything. It's better than to keep your substitutes playing for the B team or something. The match itself is very physical for them, and then they will increase their level. But later here in the season, you will get time to change the physical part. So again, I will start with the tab. You can share it. You should use it at the start of the season. When you start the season here, start training guy. This is here. You go here, start the trainings with a lot of extra. This one, and what we did say, first extra and the tactical, and that will be more here. Attacking shadow, defensive shadow. For example, Pep will do that. Then after 1 week, you have a lot of those things here, and you can have maybe one, for example, 1 endurance training that week and 1 technical training to get them in shape, But technical training is also a good way because it's not so hard for the players. So you have a lot of those, So for example, you have quickness is extremely hard training, quickness training, endurance training, resistance training. So recovery is not training. But anyway, so you have those training, team bonding, tactical familiarity. Then you go to more technical training, physical training. Then you go to more physical training and tactical training. And then you go to technical training and match preparation. Technical, you need to have a long time before you get it. Match preparation is for match day. Physical is to get the players in physical shape. So when you have time, set enough physical training and do it early pre-season. And if you have 2 matches in 1 week, don't think about have any physical training. Guys, I hope this was helpful. If you have a question, ask under it. But it's this really gives you something extra in the Football Manager. You really take control of match preparation. You will see the matches be difficult. For example, if you want a scoring goal, go here, set up your match preparation, attacking movement, technical, have a lot of chance conversion. You will see your players will become better. For example, in the attacking play here with the patience, you can see the finishing is becoming better. So things like this, you will really be a manager and you will see the change in your squad, especially with the young players and the result of the games that is coming. So good luck, guys. I hope you can try it. It will be much more fun to play it. So you don't need to hit the space button and come to the match day and take the match game only. This will make your tactic even better. Hope you liked the movie, guys. Hit the like button if you liked it. If not, I don't know. But you can hit the like button if you want to. See you later, guys.